Head of Passives, Aditya Birla Sun Life, AMC Limited. To talk about our upcoming NFO, ABSL Nifty India Defense Index Fund. It's really great to have you here. Talking about defense sector as it is a hot topic in market scenario, we have a set of questions from you. The first will be, what is the motivation behind launching a fund in defense sector?
So I believe we are witnessing an interplay of three elements today in the growth of this sector. The first being India's sovereign need to protect its long borders from any active threats, which has been long-standing and will probably continue to perpetuity. The next is the fact that through the last few decades, we have been witnessing a growth in the technology associated with equipment and weapons in particular. And Indian armed forces need a refresh on both these fronts to be effective if in case of a combat. And lastly is the fact that we are witnessing a new geopolitical world order, protectionist economies, change in import duties and trade laws. So India needs to exert its influence on a global forum to ensure favorable treatment is delivered for us.
Strongly agree. What about the timing of this fund launch?
In terms of timing, I think with the recent budget announcements and a strong 12.9% of allocation of the central budget towards defense, I think we should witness a reduction in the volatility of this sector, at least in the near term. With the current government being in its third iteration and their historical focus on policies like Make in India and now Atmanirbhar Bharat, I think these policies have now gone from being mere theories to being passed down from Ministry of Defense into defense procurement programs, and there have been thresholds set for component manufacturers in India and the integration of the same. So I believe we are now witnessing green shoots in this sector in terms of an evergreen growth phase where there is strong international and domestic demand, and this reflects in the order books of the larger players in this sector.
What are the merits of launching this fund via index fund format?
So the index offering by NSE in this sector is a fairly strong one. It currently has about 15 constituents and has headroom to grow up till 30. The sector alpha for this sector is closely linked to order wins, and it rapidly decays once that announcement is public. When you enter via the index fund format, you get the natural diversification benefit of getting large cap, small cap and mid cap stocks in the index offering. And you also get exposure to the three armed forces, which is Navy, Air Force and Army, all baked into the offerings within the index. Also, when you look at a market cap neutral style of investing, it makes liquidity easier while both entry and exit.
Okay. Having said that, we really want to know who all should consider investing in this fund.
So this is a thematic equity index fund, and per the standard riskometer definition, it falls under very high risk investment. Investors who are looking at a long-term horizon and want exposure to a policy-led sector can definitely consider this. While the policy has driven the growth of this sector, the cost-effective manufacturing within the Indian ecosystem will probably ensure green shoots to this industry in the long term. Also, investors who are looking to diversify their portfolio against any geopolitical conflict can also consider this, because this sector typically outperforms in such times.
Understood. I would say all the answers were quite insightful for audience and for all of us. Keeping in mind defense sector, I would really wish you all the best for this fund.
Thank you so much.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.